I'm on a slide 4, where traditional mobile development, and we need to clearly distinguish between what are the factors we considered in our traditional mobile development or a mobile application development. And it is not that we never had a smartphones in earlier days. We had smartphones with limited capabilities. We also had a non-smartphones which are like more text-based or the old technology based. So that those kind of devices we need to really go and look at it, that what actually those devices were using and what did we change. So the non-smartphones or the devices, they were predominantly SMS based integration. They were J2ME applications which developed with a limited set of functionalities. Then we had a web-based browsers which used to have some level of navigation to fetch the data and do the transactions over the in a mobile browser. And we also had a less number of devices which actually was much more easier for developers to do a testing on those less number of devices, and the form factors were limited, and so that was what is a non-smartphone. But later the smartphones, when it got introduced, so in a traditional mobile development capabilities or traditional mobile development methodologies, what we have done is the native development or the SDK specific to operating system. That every smartphone operating system provider have provided the native SDK. It could be Apple or Android or even the Windows Mobile. Everyone has provided their SDK, and we can actually use that SDK and do a development. But however, it brings in the challenges of having the portability across different platforms, the more development life cycle, and go-to-market time increase in the go-to-market timelines. Similarly, the second point is that direct connectivity to backend services inside the app. So one of the challenge or one of the drawback I would say is in a traditional mobile applications, they always considered there will be services exposed in my enterprise and I will directly consume in my mobile applications. And that is one of the challenge, like different set of protocols are used and how we will be consuming. That is another area. The point 3 is the difficult provisioning and device management. So the provisioning, the device management, the new set of policies, the security and everything was one of the challenge for enterprises to handle it. Then the mobile browser-based sites, predominantly there were sites which are mobile portlets or mobile browser-compatible sites being developed. So with a less interactive capabilities. We also had a tight integration. In other words, no loose coupling. The services were not loosely coupled; they were directly connected to the device within the applications to the backend services. Near infinite devices and form factors, like we had a huge set of devices, different form factors, different screen size. Now at like Android we have like 4.3, then the older 2.5, then similarly 7.2, now 10.1, and so on and so forth. And there are few netbooks which also come up with an Android. We initially had iPhone, which is a standard screen size. Then iPad, which is of 10.1, so near to 10-inch screen size. Now all of a sudden, to meet the market expectations, Apple also released an iPad Mini, and that is where another level of different form factor and devices got added to the industry, and we need to cope up with how applications should be really designed and developed to meet all these different type of screen sizes, form factors, capabilities, and everything. So these are the things pretty much we used to do in a traditional mobile development, where just develop an application specific to a particular platform or a device and then release it to the market. But however, today, since the customer base is not uniform across, there are different set of users having a different type of devices, and enterprises, it is becoming extremely challenging to provide the applications for every type of device platform to their end customers who can actually get benefited out of. And enterprises, yes, because it is a controlled environment, the employees can be managed, but when it comes to B2C kind of a scenario where business is providing an applications to the end customers, it is more increasingly challenging that how many applications I will build, how many different type of devices I will support, and if we need to support infinite number of devices, the development cycle, the strategy, and so many things